If not for my desperate need to destroy you, I would never have dreamed of exerting myself as I have. I'm a different person now. You've opened my eyes to what's possible. But the blade cuts both ways. While such effort has strengthened my body, it's inflicted indescribable damage to my pride. Effort is a humiliation. No superior being should have to toil and sweat and stink like some lowly beast. Training is meant for the monkey and not for the master.
What up, YouTube? Back with another video. No, technically this is our first video, but technically
we filmed a shit ton of videos, so yeah.
Yeah. My name is Ja.
And my name is Zoe.
And today we want to tell you how we met each other.
Back in 2020. 2019?
Oh,
the end of 2019. Actually.
The fuck? No. 2019 I was in matric, bro.
Oh my word. Damn, you were old as fuck.
Traitor!
I speak, bro.
But anyways, we met in 2020. I think it was like late 2020 towards like the end of the year. So we're in the church. I was in this church because I didn't like the church that my mom went to. I just felt like this is getting old. It was making me literally hate Christianity. So I was like, maybe it's not Christianity. Maybe it is the church. So I decided to change churches, and I went to this other hood church. Okay, like it's a hood church.
What the fuck?
It's a hood church. It's like up in the villages and shit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like a primitive church.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
What the fuck, bro? A church is a church. What do you mean?
It's a primitive church. It's an exotic church.
Alright, bro.
An indigenous exotic church. Okay, so we're talking like zinc alloy built. Okay, so. But anyways, so I went there because I'm a very amusing and amazing person, and obviously I'm the main character. I got in there and I was immediately the star, baby. I was like worship team. I was begging that shit, like singing, and I was.
Bro, I think you're moving way too fast, bro. Come on, tell it down.
Fine. But point of the story, I went to this church. It was like I started like late 2019 towards like September, and I never actually knew about him. So like, I'm actually a core member. I was a core member. But anyways, 2019, and then we met at the end, towards the end of like 2020. And then like, was it the end? Was it the middle?
No, it was like around August, September.
Yeah, like we just went back to school and like
August, September.
Yeah,
somewhere around there.
Yeah, so like one of my friends, actually like a childhood friend, told me that there's this new guy at church and he's cute. And then,
country boy, I love you.
also like my two little sisters are like, there's this new guy at church. He's actually quiet and rude. He doesn't really talk to nobody, and all that, but he's cute. He's nice looking. And that friend of mine that I'm telling you about, she actually had a crush on you and stuff.
What the fuck?
Yeah, she liked your ass.
Ooh.
Who?
I says, but hey, regardless, so I was still like at school. I was still in like grade, like 10th grade, and I was like living far. So when I came back this one time, I think it was like for an all-night prayer. It was for an all-night prayer. Okay? No, it wasn't. We didn't meet at the all-night prayer, actually.
Oh, you gotta tell the whole story without giving me a chance to speak.
My point of view, and then we're gonna talk about your point of view.
Alright.
But I'm gonna just stop where we met. It was a Sunday. It wasn't the all-night prayer. The all-night prayer was when we got close.
Yeah.
But it was a Sunday. And then I came up in there and I saw him. I was like, oh, he's different.
Actually though, funny thing.
Yeah.
The first time I spoke to her, yeah, because we was in church and I was heavily into church right then.
Yeah.
So I was heavily into church, and I think they kind of like called me to, say a little bit of song. And instead, I was like, yeah, I know you're judging by my accent. Probably niggas be like, hey, no way. But lucky, yeah. So lucky, I was like, they called me and be like, say a little bit of song. But I was like, fuck that.
Yeah.
Wait, my bad, my accent. Okay. Forget about that. But the point is, they called me, and at the time I was like, damn, I am really unprepared about this. So I was like, no, I didn't prepare shit. So, cold feet and shit. It's kind of like So because of that, they gave it to her. Understand? And she went there and killed it. And I was like, okay, who is this lady now? Because it's like, this is one of the first time I actually see her, right? And she killed it. She definitely killed it. I'm like,
I'm prepared too, by the way.
shut up, bro.
Sorry.
But anyways, yeah. So she killed it. And so I went to her and I'm like, hey, how you doing? You know, no, she was like, yeah, I'm doing great, because during that meet and greet stuff. And I'm like, yo, you know what? Thank you for cover up for me and shit. And she was like, it's no big, in a very egotistic, looking down on me way. You understand? She was kind of like, alright. So I was like, what the fuck? Why you being rude and judge? Yeah, so she was rude. I will lie. She was really rude, bro. She was rude. That was rude. In any case, continue with your story now.
Hey, to clear my name up, okay, I wasn't rude. But I'm that type of person, like, if I don't know you like that, I'm gonna be cold as hell. Like, I will be cold. Like, cold. Like, I don't even dignify. Especially, like, male attention, I didn't dignify that at all. So I was like, nope, yeah. But, deep down, I was like, yes! It was cute, okay? Like, I was like,
you know the funny thing that she didn't talk about, bro?
What is it?
She, at least what she told me, she said that was true, yeah? So she was like, when her friends told her about me, and they were like, yo, there was this nigga, in church, and they look nice and shit, you know what I'm saying? So they were like, well, she made a bet, because they were like, because, mind you, me, I'm really selective about, like, the kind of women I'm into, so I didn't really care. I was kind of like, that distance, stay there. Right? So none of them ever had a chance to come and speak to me, because I never gave them, and I was kind of like closed off. So they made a bet, and she was like, I'm gonna get him to talk.
Yeah.
I feel kind of played by that. Understand? I feel kind of played, low-key.
Okay, let me say this, okay? I'm a very outgoing person. Like, I am bubbly when I need to. And back then, I was just like a head prefect like a year ago from my school. So I'm like a very social person when I want to. It's like my socialism depends on whether like I want to or not. But when I want to, like, I mean, not even a single person has ever had a conversation with me and it wasn't enjoyable. Okay, so it was like, I can definitely make this nigga talk. Like, I can definitely do it. Because, listen, in my old school, as a head prefect, it was kind of like my job, you know? If you get what I mean. There were, like, people that were coming from other schools, departments, and all that. So I was the one who was, like, had to welcome them and, like, break the ice a little bit. So I was used to, like, strangers, like, just coming at me and stuff like that. I was like, I would make him talk. And they were like, oh, no, he's so rude. And let me tell you something. That actually made me more intrigued. I was like, because that just means if he doesn't like talking to like other girls, there were a lot of girls in our church, by the way. I was like, if he doesn't like talking to other girls and I can make this nigga talk, then I like him. Like, it's a girl thing. It's a girl thing. So that's what happened. I did make a bet with my friends and I'm like, I'm gonna get this nigga to talk. And you know what? He talked.
Yeah. Only because I was into you. Like, I was into you too.
Minor details. Minor details. All that matters is you talk. And so it was like an all-night prayer. I used to do these things now. Like, after like when I met him and I was like, had a huge crush on him. I'm talking like that day, the first time we talked on that Sunday, we even shook hands. I felt some electric things going on. I was like, good Lord, save me. For I'm about to see Lord. But ever since then, I was like, okay, yeah, I got to have him. Like, in my mind, I already started dating him. Like, okay. But that's kind of creepy. I don't want to talk about that. But during, like, the all-night prayer, I came back because I used to make excuses to come back so I could see him every single time. So, I came back from, like, school. It was, like, night. I came back at, like, 7. I didn't even get the chance to, like, do anything. I came back home and changed and then I went to church. Yep. And so, church goes and commences and stuff. People are praying and all with everything, like, and then we sat, it was kind of cold. It was like a cold, like, day. And so the pastor was like, oh my God, you so cold. He was talking to him. He was like, oh, aren't you cold? Take my, like, what is a blanket? Take my blanket. And he was out there with his cold face, cold meat face. So I was like, nah. I was like, And this nigga wants to keep it. It was cool as fuck. And so me being the perfect icebreaker that I am, I just went there to him and I'm like, it's cold, take my jersey. And I took out my jersey and I gave it to him and he actually took it. That's when I knew I had a chance, okay? I was like, if he actually said no, I would have been so embarrassed actually.
Look, I don't know why I said yeah actually.
Because you like me. I'm irresistible. That's the thing, it's my energy.
Alright.
Okay? I was way too nice.
Alright, if you say so.
Yes, and my intentions were genuine, so I really didn't want you to catch a cold. So yeah. And besides, there was not a single person who did not like me. Oh, actually, there was a lot that didn't like me.
Yeah.
Who pretended not, okay, there was no one who ever showed me
They didn't like
that
you.
they didn't like me.
Alright.
Like, I know there were people that didn't like me, but no one ever had like the guts to do it.
Look, it smelled nice. I was like, I was like, to be honest, yeah, my biggest thing, because I didn't really, at the time, I didn't have anything on me. Like, I don't like putting stuff on me unless I'm going out. You understand?
Yeah.
That day, I didn't do anything. You understand? Look, I wasn't thinking of anything, but I was like, damn, I don't want to, like, you understand?
Yeah.
Ruin the smell of this shit. So I was like, ugh. But look here, bro. I was like, alright, it smells nice. It smells nice. I was like, damn, the smell of a lady. Look here. Alright.
But yeah, and though, like, after that, they used to have this thing at the church that after like the whole all-night prayer, people wouldn't really go home because it was like very early, like I'm talking like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
So the ladies, the girls would make tea for everybody else and bread and everything. So I was doing it, and also this other lady that was doing it. So we did it. We made some tea for everybody, and then we just started talking. Actually, we had started talking a little bit like before, when people were still praying outside. But during that time, we just started talking, and I remember talking about some weird shit like remote viewing because
I was intrigued because where we from, bruh? No one goes to the CIA website and look up remote viewing. So I was like, where's this girl? Like, low-key, think about it, bro. Do you know anyone who goes to the CIA website and look up declassified documents? Like, who thinks of that? And so I was kind of like intrigued. I'm like, she's smart because the way before we started talking, because she didn't really mention that, she was speaking about like some school stuff. I was like, damn, okay, this girl is smart. Because I was sitting right there at the back of the church. I was like, listening, low-key. You know, like I had to I was like, you know what? I sort of like, get to see what she's on about. So I was sitting there listening, and she was talking about some school stuff.
And I need you.